Hi, I'm Robert Sturt from the Network Union. In this video I'm going to talk about the high-level differences of MPLS versus SD-WAN. The first point to make is that SD-WAN doesn't have to be an internet technology. Providers and vendors support software WAN functionality with any connectivity type, which of course includes MPLS. With this said, it is fair to say certain vendors such as Meraki, well, they are kind of much more reliant to internet-based services. Now you'll no doubt have read that MPLS is doomed, finished, dead, and all kinds of depressing stuff. But the reality is that private-based WAN services should and do form a component of good network architecture. The SD-WAN internet-based VPN positives are clear. Using the internet or a public IP backbone means our cloud-based applications are much more accessible. Secure internet means our users can connect securely from wherever they are located on a global basis. And of course, there's that cost-saving element. Using the internet often results in a significant price reduction versus MPLS. Now, if you start comparing MPLS versus the flexibility and agility of internet-based SD-WAN, well, you'll start to really get the idea why it's easy for SD-WAN providers to talk about MPLS as that older, more expensive technology. You'll read a significant amount of content on various blogs stating how MPLS is in decline because it is so expensive and restrictive. In short, companies are adopting SD-WAN primarily for cost saving, but also internet-based resilience. So think 4G and 5G when it's available, broadband and so on, and of course public-based cloud applications. But there are other major benefits such as granular reporting, the ability to self-manage services, granular security and application performance treatment, which vendors and providers are saying is so good, you just simply do not require the end-to-end quads of MPLS. Your IT team needs to understand the fundamental differences here. An MPLS circuit typically offers an end-to-end SLA that includes latency and jitter performance. That's a proper business SLA with the ability to protect your application traffic using quality of service, and you just don't get those kind of guarantees using the internet. The fact is though, the internet is much more robust and scaled versus even a few years ago, so it's now very much a viable platform for sending mission critical and delay sensitive application traffic from site to site. So that MPLS quasi argument, well, it's starting to lose its appeal. Perhaps an overlooked area is support. So remember those cost savings using the internet. We've got to think about the difference between internet-based support fixed times and the support times you're used to with MPLS. When the service is in an outage situation, would you rather deal with a network operations center supporting MPLS, or are you willing to put the business at risk by dealing with that cheap and cheerful ISP, even if it is fronted by an SD-WAN provider? Now, of course, it isn't fair to say that all ISP services do not offer good support, but remember, the lower end of the market in respect of cost may be somewhat different to the MPLS support that you're used to. The global enterprise also needs to consider the performance of internet as a backbone between continents. So where possible, a single global public IP backbone will offer good end-to-end performance, but using multiple ISPs to save money could put you in a whole world of pain as your traffic traverses those multiple ISPs and suffers poor latency and jitter performance, and not to mention support. So SD-WAN, well, it represents the here and now and the future of networking all at once. But remember, a good hybrid architecture can encompass all that SD-WAN offers, and MPLS can be another component of your WAN. It is, as ever, about aligning your business requirements with the right service across technical, across strategy and support and budget. So check with your prospective SD-WAN provider and vendor on how they can integrate MPLS into your overall architecture.